Hello, everybody. My name is Roberto Munoz from Team Big Idea Mastermind. Recently, I switched my autoresponder from Aweber over to GetResponse. I've been migrating my contacts slowly, and I wanted to make this video just to show you how easy the migration process is. So first of all, when we open our Aweber account, we're going to go to subscribers, manage subscribers. And here we're going to get a list of all our remaining subscribers. You can make the decision to export all of them, or you can actually filter the list to export. In my case, I actually need to do a filter. So I'm going to filter by date added, make sure that it is on or after December 1st. That's just what I need at the moment. So I'm going to click on search, and I'm going to get the subscribers that match that filter. We can, here you'll see the button to export up to CSV. And one thing to notice is that we have several pages here because it's only showing 20 messages, 20 subscribers at a time. So when we click on export, it's actually going to export everything that came back from the filter and not just the 20 that are being shown right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click on export CSV. And it's going to download the file. It's usually pretty quick. So now we go back to GetResponse. And in GetResponse, we can either import them to a existing campaign or we can create a brand new one. I'm going to go ahead and create a new campaign. It's going to ask us for the name. So in this case, it's going to be give it a new name, click on create new campaign, and from here we only need to make a couple of changes to the campaign settings. So we're going to click on edit campaign settings, and here what I like to do is set notifications to off, and that way each time somebody subscribes to this particular campaign, you're not going to get a notification, but it might get annoying. Profile, you usually don't need to make any changes. And you go back to permission, and what you want to do is on enable confirm opt-in, deselect all three of these. You'll notice that you get a settings updated message. That's because there's no save button. Each time you make a change, you're just going to get a notification that a change was made. So now we got our new campaign. We're going to go over here to contacts, import contacts. And you'll notice there's a message over here where you're certifying that the list is a list that you built. It's not a list that you went somewhere and bought the list. So what we can do is either start copying and pasting each individual address, or we can go ahead and upload a file, which is what we want to do. So we go ahead and click on upload file. Choose our file, which is over here. Click on open, and then we're going to click on import contact. Here you might get an error message saying something regarding UTF-8, which is just formatting for a file. If you do get the message, we're going to cover that a little bit later in the video, but it's nothing to worry about. It's something that can be easily fixed. So we're going to click on import contacts. And we didn't get the message, which is great. So here we're just going to validate if we're getting the email address, the name if we actually have any name, and then I don't really care for the date and times, but I do click on show all custom fields. And what I like to do is add as much information as possible because later on you might need it for segmenting your list. Here we have the referrer, so I'm going to go ahead and select HTTP refers. We want to know where those contacts are coming from. We've got the country, so we're going to go ahead and select country. We have the city. If you do have state or postal code, you can actually go ahead and select them if you actually have them. I don't have them for this list, so I'm not going to actually use them. Once you see that the fields that you want are here and you're good to import, you can scroll down and just click on next step. And on this next step, you're going to select the campaign that you want to import them to. So we already have the campaign that we just created. And again, confirmed opt-in, you want to leave it as off. Well, it's a personal setting. If you leave it off, you're not going to ask your subscribers to subscribe again because they already did it on Aweber. You don't want them to do it again now that they're on GetResponse. So what we're going to do is click on Finish Import. And this will tell you that you already imported the context. You might get an email, message saying that the GetResponse technical support team is going to review your list, and that it might take about 2 business days. Here, since the list is pretty small, they got imported automatically. But if you get the message, it's nothing to worry about. You just need to make sure that the list is valid. And if you did build the list yourself, and it's actually pretty small, you shouldn't have anything to worry about, and you probably might get a response within a day or 2. So we've got our contacts imported, and something I did want to show you is if you do get that UTF-8 error message, what you can do is you need to modify that file. You can do that using Excel or OpenOffice, for example. I use OpenOffice because I don't have Excel, and some people, if you're using the Mac, for example, you're not going to have Excel, you might be using OpenOffice. So we go over here into OpenOffice, and what you're going to do is click on Open. You're going to select the file and open that file. And when you open it, you might notice that the character set is not set to Unicode UTF. What you want to do is actually select Unicode UTF. Make sure Unicode UTF-8 is the one that's selected. And you might not get this comma checkbox checked. And if it's not checked, you'll notice that information is not properly formatted in the columns that it needs to be. So what you need to do is click on separated by comma, and as soon as you do that, you'll notice that all the different fields are aligned as needed. Once we have Unicode UTF-8 and the comma selected, we're going to click on OK, and that is going to open the file, and you'll notice now that all the columns are correctly aligned. So now what we're going to do is click on File, Save As. You might want to leave it with the same file name, or you might want to name it different. Let's do UTF-8. Just for notification. And here what you want to do is make sure that the edit filter setting is checked and click on save. You're going to get an error, not an error message, just a message saying if you want to keep the current format, which you do want to keep. So we will click on keep current format. And over here what you want to do again is make sure that UTF-8 Unicode UTF-8 is selected and that the field delimiter is a comma. Once you click on OK, you're going to have the file correctly formatted. So now you can go back into GetResponse and import those contacts. After that, you should not have a problem. That's it for this video. I hope you found it very useful. And I hope you can see that importing, migrating your contacts is really, really simple. So if you like this video, I invite you to click on the link at the bottom of this page that goes directly to my blog, which is robertomunoz.net. There you'll find this video and other videos with some helpful tips that I have for you. So again, thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.